This is 6 News Now, sponsored by the University of Michigan.
Sharing the latest headlines in the tech world, including a futuristic farm using innovative ways of growing crops indoors. Keira Lake is here for you this Tech Tuesday to explain.
Farmers can face many challenges, bugs, drought, and storms destroying their crops. But now some farmers are moving indoors and going high-tech, like this one in New Jersey. Bowery Farming greens grow in special trays stacked floor to ceiling. LED lights replace the sun, and the process uses 95% less water.
We are able to harvest and get our product on shelf in your local grocery store in 72 hours.
The main drawback? These indoor farms do use a lot of energy. Microchips are needed for just about all the electronic devices we use. This includes cars, laptops, refrigerators, and medical equipment. But the pandemic caused disruptions, and suppliers are struggling to keep up with the supply of them. There is a renewed focus on producing more chips at home, as some experts warn not doing so could also be a national security risk. The House is currently considering the Chips for America Act that would provide U.S. manufacturers with $52 billion in funding to help boost domestic production.
I'd like to be more optimistic and tell you that right around the corner help's on its way. Just the complexity of technology, that it takes years to put capacity on. And I think for the better part of the next 5 to 10 years, we'll be chasing supply in this industry.
Switching now to the war in Ukraine. The tech sector is stepping up to try and help displaced Ukrainians stay connected. Tech startup Lifesaver is gearing up to ship thousands of phone charging stations to Ukraine and its borders. The power packs will be pre-charged so they can be used immediately. It's a call that can help Ukrainians get in contact with their loved ones.
For sure I'm scared because it's war in my country. I don't know what to expect. Every day I'm waiting, they will call me and tell we are safe, everything is quiet. For sure I'm worried how. I'm worried for everyone, not just my family, for all Ukrainians, for all Ukraine. My friends, my relatives.
Here for you in Lansing, Keira Lake, 6 News.
Coming up,
sleek modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content, and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier, and with one tap, you have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video, and a red light alert badge notifies you when we're streaming. Download or update our new local news app today. 6 News.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, our spring is shaping up to be fairly wet. We've had one big rain-producing system recently, another one tonight, and there's more rain in the forecast for next week. Satellite and radar this afternoon shows the widespread rain just south of the state line, and it'll begin to creep north this evening. For today into early tomorrow, there could be a rumble of thunder, but there's no severe weather expected. And tomorrow is not going to be a big severe weather day for us, but there is a low end, a marginal risk that one or two of the storms in mid-Michigan could contain some marginally severe hail. To the south, though, however, where this yellow shading is showing up a slight risk of severe storms, there's a little better chance of some maybe damaging winds and also some marginally or perhaps severe hail. So we look at precision cast rainfall. That's really our biggest concern. It's not going to be a flooding rain, but it's a widespread soaker. A half an inch to an inch. Some spots could see over an inch of rain. This is through Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock. So yeah, we've got a lot of rain on the way. Temperatures much cooler today as expected. 47 currently Lansing, Charlotte at 46. 44 degrees in Howell to the south, mid-40s as well. Some live conditions on the Skyview network in St. John's. Our temperatures at 46 degrees, still nothing in the rain gauge so far. That'll be changing later tonight, however. WLNS Cam, we're socked in with clouds and cool temps. 47, the current reading. High today was only up to 48 degrees. Meanwhile, in Grand Ledge, same sky, lots of cloud cover. Temperature a degree cooler at 47. The low temperature this morning was down to 37 degrees. In Jackson this afternoon, cloud cover pretty thick. This is where we'll see the rain first. Nothing so far. Temperature at 44 degrees. And in Hillsdale, we're waiting those showers to move north of the state line. Still nothing in the gauge, but lots of clouds. The temperature very cool, only 42 degrees. Precision cast for tonight. Here comes the rainfall, widespread, some of it locally heavy. Area of low pressure is just kind of parked to our southwest and slowly moving in our direction. Tomorrow afternoon, there you see some of the reds and oranges showing up. That could be some thunderstorms, and as those get on top of this cool air we have overhead, that really mitigates the wind damage threat or tornado threat, but still some of these storms could have a little bit of hail with them. Into tomorrow night, low pressure slowly drifting towards the north, so more rain showers possible Thursday morning. As we move into Thursday afternoon, we've still got the chance for some precipitation, and look at that rain-snow line getting kind of close. I think here in mid-Michigan, especially on Saturday morning, perhaps a few snowflakes. For tonight, your overnight low down to 40, windy and rainy. East winds 15 to 20, could be gusting higher than that. So moving to tomorrow, scattered showers and especially in the afternoon, some isolated storms. Highs tomorrow, because of the track of that system, will be a lot warmer, near 56 degrees. The 6-day forecast, back to the cool weather on Thursday, upper 40s, mid 40s on Friday with a few more scattered rain showers. And then Friday evening, a few snowflakes could mix in into early Saturday morning. Cold on Sunday, highs near 40. Things do warm up next week, back in the 50s, but those rain chances are still present. It looks more like Thursday into Friday at this point. That the next chance for significant rain begins to move in, and it could be a similar system with a lot of rain.
Be nice to see a few 60s back in that forecast.
Oh, I'm working on it so hard, but it's, I think, our chance for 60, and not at least in the next 2 weeks.
All right, thanks, David. Well, still ahead tonight.
Introducing our new redesigned 6 News mobile app. Our new app features a sleek, modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content, and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier, and with one tap, you have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video, and a red light alert badge notifies you when we're streaming. Download or update our new local news app today. 6 News.
Tonight we continue our series highlighting remarkable women right here in mid-Michigan.
Tonight, I have the pleasure of introducing you to Ewan Boyd. And when you hear her story, there's no doubt you'll agree she is indeed a remarkable woman.
She's a wife, a mother, and a nurse.
It's been such a rewarding career. You know, I get to help people every day, and I've done a lot of different types of nursing. I worked about 9 years in ICU and almost 6 years in hospice.
Healthcare's something that runs in her family.
I have 2 grandmas who are nurses. I have an aunt who's a nurse. My mom's a radiation therapist. My aunt and uncle are dosimetrists. A lot of medical background in my family.
Her family ties and the inspiration she takes from it clearly run deep.
I have a lot of good role models in my family. I have strong leaders who just work through everything. So my grandparents, my parents, my aunts and uncles, everyone that surrounded me was always striving to achieve more.
And doing more is exactly what Ewan Boyd did when, on top of everything else, she joined the U.S. military.
My grandpa was in World War II. He was drafted into the Army at 17. He's the coolest person I know, so I kind of always thought maybe I'd like to be in the military too.
She enlisted just 2 days before her 35th birthday back in 2015.
That's about as old as you can be if you're enlisting into the Army Reserves.
But unlike her grandpa, Ewan was already a mother of 2 young girls when she decided to serve our country. Her husband says leaving her daughters behind was the bravest part of it all, knowing Ewan was worried every single day she spent away.
You do have to be willing to sacrifice a little bit to achieve your goals. So if that means missing some time with your family to serve a greater purpose.
And while she isn't active duty anymore, Ewan still serves in the Independent Ready Reserves and could be deployed at any time. But now that she's earned her master's in nursing, she'd like to see her work with the military take a new turn in the future.
I would like to work with veterans, see if I can be of some service to them, because they have been of service to us. You know, they sacrificed everything for our country. You see the wounded warriors who have, you know, no legs and one arm, and they're running marathons somehow, you know, that kind of stuff. It's just, those are the true heroes and the true inspirational people. If people like that can still be productive and thrive in society and life, and all the rest of us can too.
I just love her and her story. And, you know, to imagine you're doing so much as a mother and you're juggling, and then you leave your children for the greater good to serve our country.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Very
Remarkable.
Yeah,
Thank you, Lauren.
Introducing our new redesigned 6 News mobile app. Our new app features a sleek, modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content, and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier and with one tap. You have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video, and a red light alert badge.
The search for a new fire chief in Lansing is underway tonight. The city has been without one since August 2020.
And tonight, the public has a chance to meet the 3 finalists.
Josh Sanchez is here live from that meeting tonight with more on the top 3 candidates.
It's not about the silo of what Brian would do.
Sherry Lauren, the meeting is right now underway at the city's South Washington office complex. And right behind me, you can hear that the citizens have a chance to hear directly from each finalist. Now, first there was 19 candidates. That field was whittled down to 9 candidates past the first round of interviews with the committee, which was made up by mayoral appointees, fire commissioners, and the city's human resource director. Now, on the candidate list, 1 out of the 3 finalists, 1 is already attached to Lansing's fire department. Edwin Miller is the interim chief with the Sterling Heights Fire Department. His online profile with LinkedIn shows that he has been with the department for nearly 30 years. Brian Stuvent is the Battle Creek Fire Department's chief. His biography with the department shows that he has been leading since 2018 with more than 30 years experience at various departments. Michael Tobin has been serving as the interim chief for Lansing's fire department recently. Now, before today's meeting, guests that just came in through the door were given packets like this so they could add their notes to the committee's decision-making process. Now, the candidates will meet with the committee one more time, and then after that, the committee will present 2 finalists over to Mayor Andy Shore to make the decision later this week. Here for you in Lansing, Josh Sanchez, 6 News.
This is 6 News Now. We will begin in 60 seconds. Six News Now will begin in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. 6 News Now will begin shortly.